This is the new Mini Grinder 1000 cordless machine, and I just want to try it at the moment. I'm going to try out this pre-production mini scraper. It's just like the bigger scraper, except it's designed to go on the mini grinder. So this is the nasty piece of wood that I'm going to use, end grain, very, very hard. I think it's Redgum, West Australian Redgum. And this is quite obviously the drive gear of a Bobcat, which I'm going to use in this little sculpture. So what I intend to do is to carve this piece and fit it in the center so that it becomes the sun. Now, I've drawn a circle the size of the hole that is going to go inside that sprocket. And this piece of wood has got 2 knots from a fork, so I'm going to try and use those 2 knots as the position for the eyes. So I'll start by machining off some of the edge outside. First thing I notice, of course, is the excellent control, because it's always just pushing away, never grabs or anything like that, and I'm able to go right to that line and follow that line. The reason I'm keeping this lip is so when it's fitted to that sprocket, this will be the back edge where it joins on. Otherwise it'll fall through. Now, being battery, of course, is ideal for working outside, and I've fitted the pre-production mini scraper without a guard. It's a bit too thick for the current guard, but being 50mm, it's not necessarily required, and it's a very safe tool because it is always on a negative angle. It's a bit dustier when I'm doing end grain. If I'm doing side grain, you'll notice you get nice shading. I must say that I really like this function of it, able to slow it right down to the lowest setting and still grind away the surface really, really nicely because there's so much torque. But because it's spinning slowly, I can flex it and get it right into corners and things where normally with a high-speed sander, it would tear the ends of the paper. So it's really, really nice to be able to do this so slowly. As you can see, I used a normal wood drill first, but then decided that the pupils weren't quite large enough, so I used a spade bit, which does a nice bigger pupil, which I think would be a bit more appropriate for this. Now, I like to use decking oil for most of this sort of work because it's got UV inhibitors in it and it soaks right into the wood. Of course, you do have to redo it each, like you would a deck every now and then, but it does preserve it pretty good outdoors. So there it is. I'm not going to paint the sprocket. I like it that colour, and I think that just fits in lovely. The colour and everything fits in nicely. So now I'll just locate it, and that's it. And I've just tied it in with a piece of wire so that I can take it out and recoat it. And as mentioned before, this is a sprocket from a Bobcat track drive. Okay, that's safe. It can't come off. What do you reckon?
Beautiful. It's stunning.